Dawn unfurled across the Northern Marsh, a golden brushstroke upon a canvas of decay. Sheria, the solitary lioness, moved with calculated grace, each paw fall whispering against cracked earth. Once lush and vibrant, the marsh clung to memories of abundance, now parched under an unrelenting sun. A lone wildebeest grazed nearby, unaware, a flicker of survival igniting Sheria's instincts. Pausing at a shallow waterhole, the whisper of wind stirred the heavy silence. The once-giving waters lay reduced to a mere memory, echoing a world where life surged freely. Sheria's heart beat with the weight of solitude, yet her spirit remained unyielding as she stalked her prey. A ballet of predator and prey, poised in stillness, suspended in time. Around her, the landscape breathed a foreboding stillness, a muted reflection of nature's fragility. As golden rays danced over her tawny coat, Sheria felt the pulse of what was lost, the quiet resilience that remained. With each calculated step forward, she embodied the essence of survival, a silent testament to the struggles of life at the edge of existence, preparing for another day in a world on the brink. Sheria navigated the familiar paths of her territory, a restless spirit etched in the sinews of her body. She skirted the scarred fig roots, each movement resonating with the echoes of her past. A pride once filled with strength, now reduced to shadows on a barren stage. The scents of the marsh, tinged with memories of conflict and loss, haunted her as she silently marked her territory. The growl rumbling low in her throat, a reminder of stolen kills and near-fatal encounters. The world felt smaller, compressed beneath the relentless sun. She paused, ears pricking toward distant thunder in the Rift Valley, an omen she could not decipher. There, in the tall grasses, she curled her body, the weight of solitude pressing down. Above her, vultures wheeled in lazy circles, reminders of dwindling life, whispering of both danger and the indifference of the vast sky. Each breath mixed with the heavy stillness, and in that moment, Sheria was anchored not just in survival, but in a story woven from the threads of ancestors and an instinctual yearning for belonging amid the relentless march of nature's trials. In the cool embrace of night, Sheria prowled through the shadows beneath the dying acacia trees, her stomach a tight knot of hunger. The distant laughter of hyenas taunted her, a reminder of her isolation. She inhaled deeply, the scent of damp earth and fading grass clinging to her nostrils. Prey was scarce, and her instincts surged. A young kudu grazed not far away, its youthful energy radiating innocence. With adrenaline coursing through her veins, Sheria crouched low, muscles coiling like springs. She lunged, but sudden unexpected depths pulled her down, the cruel edges of an illegal irrigation ditch catching her ailing body. Pain shot through her leg as she struggled to regain footing, but victory slipped from her grasp like water through cracked earth. Heavy breaths misted in the pre-dawn chill, mixing with the haunting hyena calls. Clutching her wounded pride, Sheria limped away, shadows lengthening behind her. Each step reminded her of the harsh reality of survival in this unforgiving land. The world around her, both beautiful and merciless, echoed her beaten heart. A solitary lioness navigating the fragile line between life and despair. The heat shimmered like a mirage as Sheria limped through the cracked river valley, each step sending waves of pain radiating through her leg. Days had passed since she first heard the roar, a distant call echoing through her bones, stirring something primal within. She followed that sound, driven by an ancient instinct, even as thirst gnawed at her. Vultures circled overhead, gliding through the oppressive sky, a reminder of the cycle of life and death she tread upon. Sheria pressed on, the damp scent of earth mingling with the memories of what had been. She skirted a patrol truck's scent, heart racing, fear urging her to retreat into the tall grass. She did not want to encounter the two-legged shadows of a world increasingly encroaching upon her own. With each cautious movement, her world shrank further, parched earth beneath her paws, the sun burning a relentless path across the sky. Still, Sheria ventured forward, a solitary silhouette against the vastness of her diminishing domain, embodying the quiet resilience of the last daughter of the Northern Marsh, striving to reclaim the threads of her destiny. Sheria moved cautiously along the ridge, her limp softened by the morning warmth enveloping her. The sun spilled lavender hues across the sky, casting long shadows that danced in tandem with her wary heart. She paused, feeling the earth hum beneath her paws, and sensed him, a silhouette emerging against the horizon. Barafu. He was young, scars tracing his face like worn stories of survival. As their eyes locked, an ancient instinct coaxed them into a cautious rhythm. They tread the savanna together, silent companions, each movement a blend of curiosity and tension. The air crackled between them, a palpable bond forged from a shared struggle, yet steeped in uncertainty. For hours they walked, the sun climbing steadily, its light nourishing the land as much as the tentative connection growing between them. Sheria felt a flicker of hope, a reminder that even in this fractured world, resilience could be found in the unlikeliest of alliances. Together, they navigated the fragile expanse, two great beasts against a backdrop of faded glory, tracing paths of survival through a landscape yearning for revival. In this moment of unity, Sheria embraced a glimpse of what could be, steadiness amidst the chaos. Sheria and Barafu lay low in the tall grass as a dry thunderstorm brewed on the horizon, the air charged with anticipation. The sky darkened, casting ethereal pastels across the marsh's dying landscape. Wind rustled through the elephant bone piles, carrying with it a scent both foreign and disquieting. Sheria's ears perked, muscles tensing like coiled springs. A faint mechanical hum disrupted the silence. A vehicle creeping toward the river bend, the scent of diesel bitter on the breeze. The lioness snarled softly, alerting Barafu, who instinctively positioned himself between her and the sound. Together, they watched the distant figures of Lindiwe and Jacob, blissfully unaware of the watchful predators nearby. As Lindiwe set up her camera traps, she noted their lingering, paired movements, a stark reminder of their uncommon alliance. But Sheria sensed that this fragile peace might soon shatter. The low rumble of thunder echoed in the distance, mingling with the heartbeats of both the lions and the encroaching storm. In that moment, nature's stillness held its breath, the world poised on the edge of uncertainty, a confrontation looming, both primal and instinctual. The calm of sanctuary strained as history whispered of survival in the balance. As shadows lengthened beneath the gathering storm, a roar shattered the silence, a sound of territorial defiance reverberating across the plain. Sheria's heart raced as she recognized the primal challenge. A rogue male lion was encroaching upon her fragile alliance with Barafu. Panic surged, instinct overriding hesitation. She darted to Barafu's side, both poised and tense, muscles coiled like springs. The rogue charged with ferocity, bone-snapping roars echoing in the dry air. Barafu lunged, but the challenger swerved, overpowering him. Sheria's gaze hardened. This was not a fight for dominance, but for survival. She didn't hesitate. Her body lunged, sinking teeth into the rival's ear, a desperate act that shifted the tide. Barafu regained his footing, emboldened by her strike. Together, they pressed forward, an electrifying surge of instinct and solidarity forcing the intruder back, the dust rising like shattered dreams around them. Blood soaked the parched ground, a visceral reminder of life's cost. Then the heavens opened, rain washing away the chaos, drenching their battered bodies. Exhausted but alive, they stood, breathing heavily, a fragile truce forged amid the raw energy of survival. The earth sighed, healing beneath the weeping sky. Sheria lay nestled beneath the roots of the ancient fig, its gnarled arms curling protectively around her. The storm had passed, leaving the air cool and fresh, yet the weight of the day lingered, a mix of triumph and sorrow. She breathed slowly, the earth beneath her still damp from the rain, each breath shared with her surviving cub, a fragile wisp of life feebly suckling against her flank. A profound stillness settled in the ravine. Here, in this sacred sanctuary, Sheria felt the echoes of her past intertwine with the new life she cradled. Barafu remained nearby, vigilant yet uncertain, his presence both solid and comforting. They exchanged glances brimming with an understanding born from shared survival. Distantly, Lindiwe watched, pencil poised above her notebook, documenting this moment of fragile existence. As she discreetly placed water troughs nearby, a silent bond formed, an unspoken commitment to nurture what remained. In the warm embrace of the early dawn light, Sheria exhaled, weary yet resolute, embodying the essence of the Northern Marsh. Here, surrounded by remnants of loss and the promise of life, the dance of resilience continued, echoing through the ages. Sheria shifted restlessly in the deep shadows of the ancient fig, her senses hyper-attuned to the night's subtle melodies. The air was thick with the mingling scents of damp earth and distant rain, a whisper of renewal. She felt the gentle warmth of her cub against her, a flicker of life nestled against her flank. Suddenly, the discordant laughter of hyenas pierced the silence, a harbinger of chaos as they stumbled upon the den. Sheria's heart surged with instinctual ferocity. She placed her body low, a fierce guardian against the encroaching shadows. Her cub was vulnerable, and she would defy the odds to protect him. The hyenas were relentless, teeth glinting in the sparse moonlight, but her growl resonated with primal power. Just as exhaustion began to fracture her resolve, Barafu appeared, limping but determined. Side by side, they launched a counterattack, claws and fangs delivering ferocious deterrence. With a final snarl, the hyenas retreated into the night, leaving behind an echo of tension. As calm returned, Sheria's amber eyes flickered with unyielding strength. She was the embodiment of survival's fierce embrace, resolute in the dance of life that continued beneath the starlit sky. A gentle murmur swept across the Northern Marsh as rainwater, drawn by whispers of restoration, meandered back into the land, reviving the parched earth and awakening a long, dormant rhythm of life. Sheria, strong and poised, basked in the softened sun beneath the ancient fig, her surviving cub nestled against her. The little one twitched and stretched, spurred by the curious dance of a butterfly nearby, its vibrant colors a stark contrast to the muted tones of struggle that had come before. Barafu patrolled the perimeter with quiet authority, a proud sentinel watching over this fragile family. Together, they navigated the lush growth reclaiming the plains, each tender sprout a testament to resilience and determination. Their bond deepened with every shared glance, the previous shadows of uncertainty dissipating under the warmth of newfound strength. In the distance, Lindiwe and Jacob observed respectfully, their cameras capturing moments of profound recovery, the story of survival unfolding in slow motion. Nature, once again in harmony, thrummed with vitality. Life reclaimed its voice in the marsh, each sound a note in the symphony of existence, echoing the strength found in struggle and the beauty of renewal. As the first rains of the season fell, the Northern Marsh awakened, shimmering with life anew. Sheria lay beneath the ancient fig, her body a tapestry of strength and scars, as her cub bounded joyfully with Barafu. Together they danced in the cooling puddles, splashes echoing like laughter in the air. Sheria watched, her amber eyes reflecting the serenity that had settled like a gentle mist around them. Nearby, Lindiwe and Jacob observed quietly, recording the resurgence of the land. One female, one cub, both healthy, returned water sources seeing revival. A soft smile creased Lindiwe's face. These simple victories felt monumental. A chorus of birds returned, their songs weaving through the lush greenery now reclaiming the parched earth. As the sun dipped below the horizon, shadows stretched long, embracing this corner of the world. Barafu raised his head, alert yet peaceful, and resumed grooming his paw, a silent guardian. The cub curled against Sheria, warmth radiating between them as the revived river murmured nearby. Sheria opened her eyes to the horizon, watchful, enduring, and eternal, the last daughter of the Northern Marsh. Thank you for spending this moment with us. If kindness moves you, and the wild speaks to your heart, subscribe to Kind to Creatures and join our growing circle of compassion.